Hi, welcome to Surviving Motherhood. So I got a question for you. Are you a good waiter? I mean, not waiter like waiting tables. I mean, waiting, as in waiting on God to do things that you think should be done now, but maybe He thinks they should be done later. Are you a good waiter? The reason I ask is because I had a delightful experience last week. Last Wednesday, I spoke for a mom's group, and the thing that was really unique about this, because while it was February 15th of the year 2017 that I spoke there, but the first time the coordinator of this group and I were in touch with each other was August of 2014. Yeah, like 2.5 years ago. And I actually was scheduled to speak there in January of 15, and then things fell through, and then we were going to try to do it this time, and it just wasn't working, and it kept not working. We just had to wait, and we had to wait. And finally, I don't know, was probably last September or so, this woman contacted me and said, hey, it looks like we can do it, and we did. And the thing is, we kind of joked about how much we had to persevere to make this thing happen. And then, after it was all over, we sort of realized why. I got there, I gave my talk as I usually do, and I looked over at her a few times and noticed her. I knew God was doing something in her heart through what was being said, what was happening. And then after the meeting, we had a really nice conversation. She just shared with me about how she feels often like a failure, and she said that God was reaching her heart during the presentation. And I talked with her and I prayed with her, and it was a really great time that we had. And the thing I realized, if I had been there in January of 2015, this woman would not have been where she was on February 15th of 2017. The things that I shared wouldn't have meant to her back then what they did now. It was one of those things where we had to wait. I think it was harder for her to wait because she was just, felt like she was obligated to have me come or something, and she felt bad because she had to keep putting me off. Well, guess what? We can see now that God, He was in control the whole time. He knew what He was doing. He knew when we made plans 2.5 years ago that they were the wrong plans. He's the one who put a hold on it, and He's the one who put it into motion and made it happen when it needed to happen. Because He's God and He knows those things. So, I want to ask you again, how do you do with waiting? I know it isn't an easy thing to do, but I'm so thankful for God showing me things like He did last week. I'm so thankful that He reminds me that He's in control. He is completely trustworthy, and He knows how to work it out. So, if you're waiting for something, may I encourage you today by reminding you that it is not going to happen until God knows it's the right time. And when it's the right time, He's going to make it happen. So hold on to that hope. Hold on to Him. Have a wonderful, Jesus-full day.